Day 73. Probably the best night in the cave I've had. It's one of the few nights in the cave I've had, but early morning sun tells me it's time to make my way back to Milton. Gonna go ahead, take as many supplies back as I can. I passed up a lot of the berry plants on the way up because I knew the odds were I'd be coming on the way down. No need to carry everything twice as long. I'm not quite sure if I'm happy or if I expected to find out I'm alone still. I know I had hoped there'd be someone in town, and I know I had hoped there'd be some sign of civilization here at the top of the local mountain.
Getting kind of thirsty.
Questions like this can drive you crazy. The game plan is to go back to what works. Gonna go ahead, get back to Grandmother's house, stock supplies up. There's still a fair bit of the local town and some outskirts that I haven't yet taken a look at. Maybe I'll find some answers. I'm certain I'll at least find some supplies. I've been doing decent at finding supplies, even if my definition of supplies has changed. When dog food becomes acceptable delicacy for you, you know things have changed. Temperature started to drop as I started to get down the mountain. Snow's coming down a little harder too, but on the upside I at least see where I'm bunking for tonight. Even in a blizzard I could walk this far. Hang on. Let's not guarantee anything. That's going to be asking the fates to step in and prove me how wrong I am. I don't need to test fate any further. Did need to stop in at the closer cave just to get a cup of coffee in the system. Simple way to keep warm. Makes me feel a little bit more normal. Makes me remember of camping in the old days when this kind of lifestyle was restricted to a couple weekends throughout the year. Now it seems like this is the way. The more I see of Milton, the more I see of everything else. I'm seeing just how bad the town had it before whatever happened. I'd heard stories. I knew the economy wasn't great. But flying over is a lot different than walking through. I'm living it firsthand now. Supplies are doing decently. Car truck makes a good fridge. Wolf on my head now. Not good for you. Come on, dang gun. Yes. Hop. You dumb thing. Alright, come on. Did I get it or not? Come on. I feel just incredibly bad with ammo being so dang scarce. There's absolutely no excuse for missing that shot. You have my apologies. Dang it, Derek. Before the whole pack comes in here, because my aim is lousy and the temperature's dropping. Last thing I need is get bit and freeze and bleed out. Let me get gear stowed away and we'll figure out what my next move for the day is. Too nice of a day to spend all of it indoors. I'm back at base. Gonna try my hand at hunting. Wouldn't mind getting more meat on the table. Anything's better than dog food. See what we can find here. Wolves have been coming to me. I wouldn't mind trying to find a deer, get some what's going on. I'm hearing something. Alright. You punk. I am not real happy with you. Okay, let's conserve the ammo. See if we can get him to walk to me a little bit. Oh, you damn thing. Get away. I was hoping you would come over that snowdrift.
Gotta stop that blood
not
loss.
around the dang thing. Alright. Let me get patched up together here. And then he's bleeding. So we're going to follow him up a little bit here. Dang it, heck. He got me twice, too. You won't be a dang fool punk. Ugh. On the upside, I at least do have the bandages. I'm telling you, cloth is a precious resource out here.
Gotta stop that bleeding.
You might convert your wardrobe over to furs and hides. You're still going to need cloth for bandages. I'm going to need to become a lot better shot. I made a video on setting up a, practice arena target area. I clearly need to put a little bit more time into it because I am getting tired of becoming a chew toy for these dang things. I got the sprain too. Freaking glass ankles. And I do not care about the pain. Okay, pain is just, weakness leaving your body. I just want to be able to walk at a decent pace and track the dang dog who put me in this condition. We might both have walked away from this, but I doubt that Wolfenstein over here is going to be able to lick his wounds up to a point where he's going to be fine. So, well, he definitely at the first point. I'm going to say I won that battle, and I'll feel very happy if I can get him on my supper table tonight. Let me go ahead, walk this trail, see what we find. I'll let you know one way or the other. Hello, Wolfie, my old friend. I've come to dine upon you again. Alright, what's your situation here? 11% frozen. I got about 824 calories, so that's not going to be an issue. What's our time here? Okay, yeah, I think we should be okay. I'm tired, but that's not horrid.
It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Alright. Go ahead and leave some meat on here. I don't know, but I have heard that if you leave a little meat on these critters and let that decay away, that it cuts down on the number of wolves that you have, because you still have a wolf carcass floating out here. It is a internet rumor I've heard. I would actually love confirmation. If anyone's tested that and found it to be true, or found it to be false, I'm perfectly happy to, strip the last 5 pounds off of them. But I'm just curious what other survivors' experience are here in the long dark. Yes, I know I'm a little bit heavy due to my being tired, and I don't care. This is one aspect of the game that's always driven me crazy. I get you might be tired, but if it means you've got food for the table, I'm gonna take this thing home. This aspect of the game reminds me of a lot of Oregon Trail. Now, I know I'm taking you back a little bit here, but this is where I started cutting my teeth on the Oregon Trail. I remember you'd go out on the buffalo hunt, and you drop a buffalo, and you drop several, hundreds pounds of meat on a buffalo. And then you could only take, it was some ridiculous numbers, maybe 20, 40 pounds of meat back home. It was ridiculous. My wife and I have actually talked about that. I mean, dude, we'd bring the wagon over. I'd spend a day or two processing it, smoking it, getting it, as prepped as much as I could. Obviously, myself and any of our friends on the wagon trail with us, we're going to have a good meal that night. We're going to smoke up the rest, put it up on the trail. We are not leaving that there. Might not be processing it quite as clean as the Native Americans might. I'll fully acknowledge that, but that skin's coming in. It's going to become a blanket after I have a chance to, clear it. And that beef's coming on the trip. That's no question there. So, oh man, I am not in a condition for another wolf fight. And I know I stink of his brother.
Never been so hungry in my life.
Yes! There we are. Oh, come on, no. Okay, I think you're maybe running away. Either case, I'm going to reload. Because you might decide that you found a dose of courage while I'm walking on the way back to the house here. And I'm not really happy to find that out. Oh, man. All I want to do is get back to my bunk with the supper on my back. That's all I'm trying to accomplish here. Last thing I need is a third and fourth bite in the same dang day. Gotta wonder. You know, I kind of wish I could find the gauntlets for a little bit of extra protection, but I kind of like, well, I like very much the ability of the furs that I gather from the deer, from the rabbits, from the wolves. I like the fact that my mainstay furs now are replentiful, replaceable. I can keep my gear up. If I stick with the man-made clothing, every interloper I hear from tells me cloth is like the first resource to go. Furs, on the other hand, are virtually inexhaustible. I worked real hard, I grinded real hard to get that cooking level 5 up just so I could eat as much predator meat as I wanted, so it's a source of debate as I work through this. Okay, let's get some light on the situation here. Let me get squared away a little bit, and I will catch up with you in just a bit. And blessedly, I've made it inside. Yay. Okay. What I'm doing next is pretty normal stuff. I'm going to drop out the guts and the skins, and I'm going to cook up the meat and get myself into bed. That's all pretty normal stuff. So, I will say that I do appreciate your views. If you want to see more, that's what playlists are for. And if you want to know if I live to see tomorrow,